are we looking at here?
My vitamin C, number 1. Hydrochloride, I have blood pressure. Take that.
At 72 years old,
I'm omeprazole. That's for my stomach.
Barbara Williams
And I am amlodipine, blood pressure.
takes her pills every day.
Lisinopril, blood pressure. What's the name of it, baby? I can't see it.
I don't know. I'm probably going to say it wrong too. Center or something.
Yeah, that's what I take.
After her pills,
And I do morphine. A lot of time I do more than one because sometimes I can't get the blood out of one.
today, her blood sugar level's pretty low.
So that let me know that I need to be getting something in me. I'm going to do my hamburger and my fries.
And that should bring it back up.
It's going to bring it back.
And that's not the only thing running low.
It should be a full internet. It should be right there. But I don't have now. I just only got one bar. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 bar. There come another one now. But that's all they're gonna give me 2 bars. It don't get it full.
Barbara lives in her mother's house on her family's land in Boligee, Alabama.
I just love the South. I don't like no city. I like the country.
The town of nearly 300 people in Greene County sits just off I-20 in an area known as Alabama's Black Belt, a historically agricultural region, predominantly black and elderly. But in this rural town, there's no high-speed internet. For Barbara and others in Boligee, spotty internet service is a common thread.
But I would like to see a lot being done in that because there are a lot of people that need internet.
Slower access to internet services decreases access to public health.
The hospital, clinics, like I say, even here in my home, I need internet.
And while urban areas have pockets with spotty internet service, the broadband disconnect in rural communities leaves millions of people unable to surf the web and have alternative ways of getting essential forms of healthcare access. Our partners at KFF Health News found that more than 200 counties in the country lag far behind the rest of the nation when it comes to high-speed broadband, access to primary care providers who serve Medicaid beneficiaries, and access to behavioral health specialists. From Alabama's Black Belt to Appalachia and the remote West, KFF Health News found that people in rural areas live sicker and die earlier on average than the rest of the country. Black Americans are more likely to be diagnosed with diabetes and are twice as likely as their white counterparts to die from the condition. In the rural South, African Americans are also more likely to lack home internet access.
There are so many layers of disadvantage impacting these communities when it comes to digital access and digital technologies. I mean, it's 2025. We need to do better.
Christopher Ali, telecommunications professor at Penn State University, says improved access to broadband can be a game changer, especially for rural and tribal communities where lack of internet access can reduce a person's care and medical access, especially for older people who may not have the means or transportation to travel tens of miles away.
It can provide something like telehealth, where you can interface with a doctor who might be from afar. Even something like records keeping can be transferred easily with a high-speed connection. Think about things like X-rays, which require high amounts of resolution, which, without a high-speed connection could take hours or days to upload to a different server.
Broadband signals can be slowed by distance, making technology out of reach for people like Barbara in Boligee. And while Congress has spent years allocating billions of dollars towards improving internet access, critics say there's little to show for it in rural areas.
Hello, everyone. I'm on my second job. Having fun.
At the state rest area in Greene County, you'll likely run into Hattie Samuels.
So I'm always working even though I'm on this job is what feeds me and everything, but I'm still always working for the town of Boligee.
When she's not greeting people here, she sees her neighbors at her other job.
I'm the mayor of the town of Boligee. Boligee deserves more than Boligee gets. It's a rural town, but I feel like rural towns are just being forgotten, you know. It's on its way down. We need broadband here. We need industry here, and we just need help. We need help.
But in these pockets of rural areas, there's still hope. At Boligee's community center, a large on-med telehealth care station sits in the middle of a room. Boligee partnered with Auburn University and the University of West Alabama to launch this project, addressing the healthcare needs in Boligee and surrounding areas.
And you're a patient, you just walk in, open the door, all you do is push the button.
Let's step inside this private state-of-the-art station and have a real-time telehealth call.
Thank you for choosing OnMed. One moment while we connect you.
Gracias por elegir OnMed. Un momento mientras
After a little over 30 seconds, Nurse Hannah appeared on screen.
Hey, welcome to OnMed. How are you doing today?
Walking us through how she typically speaks to and treats patients.
And then we have a camera, so I'm going to drop that down.
Okay.
We have a stethoscope, so we can listen to your heart sounds, lung sounds. We can get a picture of a rash, a cut, a broken bone, you name it, we can get a picture.
Nurses can also turn the lights on and off if patients have a migraine.
Just stick your right arm all the way in, up to your bicep.
Okay, like
And
that.
then, right there, and then you hit the start button on top.
And get their blood pressure checked.
But do you find in many rural communities, people living here, that this is so beneficial to them, for them?
Oh yes, most definitely. We have one in Texas that is in a very rural area as well, and they are 50 minutes away from a hospital or like town doctor's office, and they come in there and they're just so relieved and happy that we are even there to have, that resource for them and that care.
And it really has been great for the town of Boligee. The people can come in and have do their vital signs, talk to a doctor online.
Mayor Samuel says people have come as far as 40 miles away in Mississippi to access the telehealth service, providing them with direct access to nurses or doctors for free, and a faster way of getting their prescription meds. The center relies on SpaceX's Starlink to provide high-speed connection in areas where there are no options. But the care station isn't permanent. The volume of usage in the care station will ultimately determine if the station stays or goes. They're eligible for another grant to keep it in Boligee. The current grant for the OnMed care station ends in 2027.
And I know you have it for 2 years. Are you worried about what's going to happen after those 2 years?
I'm praying, and I think God's gonna make a way.
Faith and community are two big values keeping everyone connected in Alabama's Black Belt.
Nah, I'm gonna stay happy. With the pain or without that pain, I'm gonna stay happy. So I asked the Lord to give me peace, happiness, and joy, and He gave it to me. And I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna always be happy and jolly.
While living in the midst of a digital and healthcare shortage.